Thank you, Madam Chair, and I want to echo every single word of Senator Thune. Right? He put it very correctly, very factually based. Right? I've been watching this issue from day one because it's crushing my state. So let me just go into build on what he just said. President Biden said when he campaigned, we're going to end fossil fuels. It's the one campaign promise he's actually keeping. So on day one, and it is day one, they started saying we're going to stop producing on American land, including ANWR, which we got done here. Alaskans support that. Americans support that. We're going to strong-arm financial institutions, woke guys like John Kerry, Gina McCarthy, going to Wall Street saying, don't invest in American energy. By the way, John Kerry has also gone to Japan. I've heard this from Japanese officials saying, don't buy LNG. I mean, who the hell's side is this guy on? I think Xi Jinping loves that stuff. Killing infrastructure. This is day one. And begging dictators to produce more energy while shutting it down in Alaska and other places. It's unbelievable. The results are very predictable. Higher prices. This isn't Putin's gas hike. This is Joe Biden's gas hike. And everybody in the country knows it. Everybody. Laying off workers in the energy sector who are supposedly bad workers. These are patriotic Americans producing what we need. Certain segments of our conference, or not conference, senators here, they don't like energy workers anymore. They're somehow bad, ridiculous. They're great Americans. They're heroic Americans. And empowering dictators. I mean, this is national security suicide that this administration, and they're going to pay, by the way, in November. So I have a couple questions from you, Ms. Sagamore. You've done a really good job on this. First, the White House comes out with one talking point. One talking point. They have no clue what they're talking about. This 9,000 unused permits. Can you debunk this pathetic talking point, please, once and for all?
Well, I don't know if I can because it's a little bit complicated. So there are
give us a shot, because we know it's a bunch of baloney.
Well, I just take it as kind of a positive that suddenly the Biden administration wants us to actually produce on federal lands.
But they don't.
The 9,000 or the 8,800 onshore permits represent, or federal onshore represents about 10% of our oil production. So we are really talking about a small amount, but it's illustrative in that where they have the most control, they are definitely making it more difficult for us to move forward.
Let me go into a couple more details, and I'd really like you to dig deep. The media won't report on this, but I have two memos here. This was order number 3395 from the Secretary of Interior. By the way, at that point, the Secretary of Interior was some guy by the name of Scott De La Vega. Never heard of him. Acting Secretary of Interior. But what matters is this is January 20th, 2021. Day one, right here. Shut it all down. The American people should read that memo. Shut it all down. Everything that we could do to produce American energy on federal lands. This is it, right? Day one, some dude named Scott De La Vega, supposedly the Acting Secretary of Interior, said, let's shut it all down. Read it, America. Now, then 60 days later, March 19th, 2021. This is from the Assistant Secretary at Interior. She's acting, by the way. She will never get confirmed also. Good luck, Laura Daniel Davis. She put a memo out saying that every application to drill, and I want you to explain what that is, but as you know, there's applications to drill that go with federal leases that make you actually produce on the federal lease. She said every application to drill has to go through her, right? Now, normally applications to drill on federal lands, it's approved at like the regional level, Fairbanks, Alaska, BLM manager, or the state of Alaska, BLM. She said, nope, we're not doing that, even though we've been doing that for decades. I am going to approve every single application drill in America. This memo is still in effect. This would be like going to get a loan from Bank of America, and you're going to go to your local bank, community bank, and they say, no, you got to go to Wall Street headquarters. There's 4,600 applications to drill sitting on this official's desk. Joe Biden should rescind this memo today. if he wants to keep up with doing everything he says he can, which he's not, for bringing down energy prices. Can you talk about the problem with this Lord Daniel Davis memo, which is still in existence right now? Unprecedented power grab to shut down American energy. 4,600 permits.
Can you quickly, because we have a couple of other members who want to get their first round
Sorry,
in.
Madam Chair, it's an
Thank
issue
you.
that I'm very animated by.
Yeah, there are indeed 4,700 permits. I believe they're now being done at the field office level.
No, they're
However,
not. No, they're not. This is still in it. This memo has not been rescinded. I checked on this morning.
I believe it probably hasn't been rescinded, but they are holding up permits on about 3,800 leases while they do more greenhouse gas analysis, and that's because of litigation that environmental groups have engaged in.
But is it unprecedented that the Assistant Secretary of Interior for Lands and Minerals and Oil and Gas said, I need to approve every single application to drill in America? Is that the way the Department of Interior has worked previously?
No, it has not.
Thank you.